People think blacksmithing is a dying craft, but in reality it's a growing craft. In the 1960s and 70s it probably hit a low ebb, but in reality now it's moving onwards and upwards, and there's a hardcore of very dedicated practitioners who are pushing it forward and onward. One of the nice things of being a blacksmith today is that the traditional rulebook of blacksmithing has been pretty much torn up over the last few years. I like to think that anything's possible with forged iron, and it really is, from large monumental sculptures right down to delicate forged iron pieces. I first got into blacksmithing when I was quite young. I'd been an apprentice engineer, but wasn't finding it creative enough, so I was looking for something where I could be more physically involved, I suppose, but also much more creative, and blacksmithing just fitted the bill perfectly. The biggest difference is that we've got modern technology now involved. We still use all the same craft skills that we used to do, but I suppose these days we have the options of easy ways of cutting things out or quicker ways of working the material, and it does help. I like my work to reflect and enhance the setting into which it's going to be introduced, so that a gate, for instance, will be inspired by and reflect the natural environment into which it's going, all the architectural forms that surround it. I always start a new project with a visit to the site to meet the client, discuss their ideas and aspirations for the project, and obviously to do visual research. I always take a camera. The camera's your first point of call for inspiration. I'm always looking for architectural features, natural forms, history that I can bring into the design of the piece. My ideas for designs come from a mixture of the research that I've done and also experimental research at the forge. I'll always try out new structures and new ideas to work the metal. I've recently just made a piece for Buxton Museum and Art Gallery, which was very interesting, and I had a lot of fun with it. It was displaying a range of 12th century coins. I'm particularly interested in structure and how things actually are put together, from a human skeleton right through to a steam engine. And it's that simple technology and engineering forms that I've tried to incorporate in my own work. So rivets and collars just seem to say, here we are holding these together. I'm always trying to push the boundaries of ironwork and design, so I'm using traditional methods but in new and experimental ways. For me, the detailing of a piece is all important. So often it's kind of an afterthought, but in my work it's very much central to the piece. Elements like hinges and latches become an essential part of the overall design and hopefully enhance the piece. We have a range of finishes that we can adopt these days, anti-rust finishes, but also experimental finishes that I've been developing over many years to give rich colours, which hopefully I like to think they compete with ceramics and glazes. I'm involved in all aspects of the process, right from the initial inquiry right through to fitting the final piece. This involves obviously design, making, painting and installation. I've been a blacksmith for over 30 years now, but still I enjoy coming to work every day. It's a thrill and an excitement to think about what I'll be doing that day and where it's going to take me. I've got so many ideas in my head that I want to develop and explore. I just worry that I won't have enough years left in me to fulfil them.